Well, there's good news, bad news, and terrible news. The good news is Will Zaha is back from his injury before the end of the season. And that's good because the bad news is Aaron's twisted his own ankle and is out for at least the next 6 to 8 weeks. The terrible news is Zaha came to me and said he's accomplished everything he can at Crystal Palace and wants to move on. So I put a £45 million tag on him and we'll see what happens. That's really kind of a bummer. It's not been a good day. My name's FM Jellicoe, and this is the Palace March, Episode 8. You can't really make this up. I got a note from my coach saying, hey, give Van Bissaka a new deal. Give Milivojevic a new deal. Milivojevic wanted a 4-year deal. I tried talking him down to 3, but he wanted 4. I want to keep him on the team. I said, yeah, sure. His work permit application's been rejected. He's already got a work permit. He's covered until 2021. Thank you, English FA. Although I don't know that you're the responsible party for this, but I'm blaming you anyways. Well, since the Cardiff game, our form has been off. But there have been some good performances. I wish we could have scraped a couple through, and then we just got really lucky against West Ham. Arsenal is 4th in the league, and we played them really, really well. It took an Aubameyang 11th minute goal for them to get the lead, and I thought that was going to be the floodgates opening. It was like his 32nd goal of the season, but the defense just locked it down. The only really bad performance of the game was Sorloth on a 6-3. We had our chances. 6 shots, 4 on target, to their 9 shots, 4 on target, a slight possession advantage. We had a couple shots go just wide. I want to say Bissaka hit a shot that hit the post and bounced off. Holding Arsenal to 1 point, especially a team as good as Arsenal, as much as I hate saying it's a moral victory, it's a moral victory. We did really well, and we got out of there without an injury, so that's a plus. Against West Ham, Luka Milivojevic threw an elbow in the 14th minute, literally right in front of the referee, straight red. 3-match suspension. I fined him 2 weeks' salary, and he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Fabian Balbuena scored 3 minutes later. West Ham went on the attack. They pushed all their guys forward. We held close. And then in the 92nd minute of a 93-minute long game, Wesley Hoedt scored on a set piece. Late period goals. FM19. We then followed that up by going away to Burnley and drawing with them 1-1. We should have gotten more out of this game. Ashley Barnes scored for Burnley in the 51st minute, and then Ben Gibson got sent off in the 60th minute. They were man down the last 30 minutes of the game, and we had 3 more shots and 2 on target, one of which was a Jetty's goal in the 83rd minute. And their defense wasn't all that great. If you look, Tarkowski was on a 6-2. Gibson had got sent off, so they were already man down. Me was exhausted by the end of the game. We could not put a solid attack together. The team wasn't horribly bad. They were disjointed. They weren't playing well. Although it was nice to see a Jetty score. I'm hoping for big things for him next season. We were then away at Chelsea, who are 3rd in the league, and they bossed us. 3-0, Willian with a 16th minute goal, Hoedt with a 26th minute own goal off a Chelsea set piece. He tried deflecting the ball, and he did, right into the back of our net. Daishan Rudan had a 49th minute goal. Our guys got frustrated, decided if they couldn't score, they were going to foul. This was Zaha's first full game back from injury. I got him a couple of minutes in a few under-23 games just to build him up to match fitness. He responded with a 6-0. And then this is the game he came to me and said, I've done everything I can in the Premier League. I want to move on. Like I said, Chelsea just bossed us. 16 shots, 7 on target to our 4-2. I think the worst player on their team was Drinkwater, who had a 6-8. I take that back. Barkley came on in the 60th minute and had a 6-6. Well, Giroud did too. But by that point, the game was already out of hand. I don't know. I was tempted just to throw my hands up in the air and walk away. And I did for about a half hour. But today, we're back for probably one of the... Well, Copa 90 calls it bizarre, and I tend to agree with them. This is the A23 Derby. This is the grudge match between Brighton and Crystal Palace. And I'm being 100% honest here. I'm not quite sure how it developed or why it developed. I just know both sides are passionate about it, which I think is very, very cool. We played them earlier in the season. Let me see here. Brighton, and we drew 1-1. And that was at Brighton's house. So today, they're at Selhurst Park. I'm going to go through, set the tactic, the best 11, and we will come back with the A23 Derby in just a bit. Well, today we are playing Brighton in the Derby at Selhurst. Hennessy in goal, Riedewald, Hote, Tompkins, and Wan-Bissaka as the defensive back four. Because Milvievic is still on suspension, Kuyate is the defensive midfielder behind Meyer and Benasser. Zaha and Adams are the attacking midfielders, and Jetty is the striker up top. Zaha to Benasser, but the pass is intercepted. Knockert up to Proper. Andone, and his shot is high and very, very wide. Oh, Benasser's already 83%. We've played a lot of games the past few days, and as big as my roster is, especially my under 18 and under 23s, I just don't have a lot of first team depth. Oh, Zaha to Ajeti. Oh, knocked away. Wan-Bissaka to Meyer. Back to Hote. Out to Riedewald. To Meyer. Driving forward. Benasser to Kuyate. Okay, just a second. That is entirely too fast. At least for me. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm not the best commentator when it comes to games. It's something I hope to get better at. This, on the other hand, just seems a bit too slow. Tompkins to Hote, up to Riedewald, to Meyer, to Zaha, to Ajeti at the top of the box, holding it up. Riedewald over to Kuyate, to Benasser, and he takes a shot, but it goes over the crossbar. I feel like Adams could have broken in towards the goal. I went back to Southampton to try and get Hote on loan for next year. They are unwilling to loan him to someone in the division. He's transfer listed for £19.5 million. I suspect if I get the budget, I could probably come in for about half of that up front and then make the rest up in payments and appearances. But we'll have to see. I know I have Mepham coming in. I'm hoping Santos will get a... what's the word I'm looking for? Permit. But allegedly in July, the new permit rules are going to come into effect. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Halftime. 7 shots, 1 on target for us. 2 shots, 1 on target for Brighton. Bissaka's been booked. We'll keep an eye on Benasser here. Pull him off it a little bit. Wan-Bissaka to Benasser. And his pass is poor. Stevens intercepts it. March has the ball now. Back to Bernardo. To Kyle. To Stevens. To Bernardo. Over to March. Up to Andone. To Kyle. Over to Proper. To Knockert. Driving right. Holds the ball up, out to Montoya on the right. Back to Knockert. Kyle broke, but he broke too far. He had to come back to get it. Lost the ball there for a minute. Stevens at the top of the box. Over to Knockert. Back out to Stevens. Montoya all alone on the right. He's going to cross it in. March is there. Nuts. Okay, we're going to make some changes here. MacArthur's going to come on for Benasser. Swaria is going to come on for Riedewald. And Ward is going to come on for Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Montoya all alone there on the right. Not a lot Hennessy could do about that. Seen a lot of that in these games lately. First goals. Glad we could help. About 80 minutes in, we're going to go to the overload. We're very, very attacking. Ward with the throw-in to Jetty. Loses the ball. Proper to Kyle. Back to Proper. Over to Locadia. Driving right. Knockert has the ball now. Driving towards the center. Top of the box. Takes a shot over the crossbar. He certainly likes his long-range chances. We're going to see the field now. I just realized I hadn't totally resized the box. Well, it's only covering a little bit of the field. It'll be okay. MacArthur, come on. You need to run that ball down. That is why you're not going to be on the team in a season. Piatti steals the ball, but that is the half. Now, we had our chances, didn't make the most of them, and they really weren't much better than we were. Well, Fulham, Tottenham, and Huddersfield next. Fulham is in the relegation zone. I think they will get... You know what? We can just take a look. Well, okay, Brighton just helped themselves out by beating us. It's possible Fulham could climb their way out. Maybe West Ham too. Cardiff is getting relegated. Sorry, Cardiff. Tottenham, 5th in the league. Huddersfield, currently 8th. So they will probably be playing for European football when we play them. We had a really nice run of games where we didn't lose. And now we've had a nice run of games where we can't seem to win. So, 3 games left in the season. Let's make them count. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name is FM19. I thank you for watching.